Okay, so good afternoon, dear children. So, how are you all? I hope you all must be fine and safe at your home. So, if you are safe, then quickly write down good afternoon and let us start our class as early as possible. So, today's word is incessant. Incessant, INCESSANT. Incessant means never ending or which is non-stop. That is incessant, or its antonym finished. Okay, so if you all are here, then quickly write down yes, Gitanjali, yes, Sivani, Madhusmita. Good afternoon to all my dear children. So, whoever has joined, so quickly I have prepared 50 questions and I want to start it very soon. So night and day we live with the incessant noise of the city. So incessant means something non-stop, something unending, something which has no end. So quickly write down the word incessant. INCESSANT. Incessant, it means never ending or non-stop, or its antonym finished. So it's spelling IN in say, CESSANT. Sivani, Madhusmita, all of you quickly write it down, and after that I am going to start the questions answer session. Okay, very good, Sivani. Okay, it's INCESS, not SESS, but INCESSANT. Yes, Sudhanshu, Sivani, Gitanjali, Shubham, Madhusmita, very good. Thank you for joining. So don't just sit idle. Everyone has to write. If you will join these classes, then no doubt, all your doubts will be cleared and it will be easy for all of you to secure good marks. No one can just stop securing good marks. Okay, so incessant, it's over. Okay, Ansuman, let us start. The little birds look attractive for their dash. The little birds look attractive for their twittering, for their feathers, for their tiny wings or sweet songs. Very good. So whoever joined, I request them listen the question carefully and answer as quickly as possible, because it is a test. And at the end, I am going to ask you how many questions you have answered correctly or how much mark you have secured. At the end, you have to write how much mark you have secured. So it is tiny wings. Thus, what is the valley overflowing with? What is the valley overflowing it? Yes, Smriti, Madhusmita, yes, Rachita, very good. You all have written correctly. So clap for yourself. You have answered the first question correctly. So out of 50, you have secured 1. Let us move ahead. So what is the valley overflowing with? What is the valley overflowing it? With stream of water, sounds of animals, song of the solitary reaper. Yes, song. Whose song? The song of the solitary reaper, or twittering with the birds. So it is the song of the solitary reaper. Yes, option 3 is the correct answer. Next, who should be grieved if the girl went to the forest? Who should be grieved? Grieved means unhappy. The lover, the daughter, the poet, and his family. Yes, Ansuman, very good for answering correctly. So her lover will be grieved, means became very sad, very unhappy. Next is forest notes, refers to dash. Yes, C. Very good, Smriti. Yes, Sudhanidhi, Gitanjali, fine. Next is forest notes, refers to dash. What do you mean by forest notes? Music of nature, beauty of forest, the noise of the birds of the forest, the noise of the birds in the zoo. Very good. So it is the, yes, Assis. Okay, sorry. So it's Assis. So forest notes means music of nature. Yes, Sudhanshu Sekhar, very good. So next question is, what is the view of the girl about pleasure and sorrow? What is the what is the opinion of the girl in the village song about the uh, about the pleasure and sorrow of life. So, number one, sorrow gives rise to pleasure. Sorrow and pleasure are like two sides of a coin. Today's pleasure is tomorrow's sorrows, or pleasure and sorrow are two separate things. So, listen carefully. A is sorrow gives rise to pleasure. Sorrow and pleasure are like two sides of a coin. Today's pleasure is tomorrow's sorrow. Yes, C. And pleasure and sorrow are two separate things. Yes, you are correct. So C is the correct answer. Then next question is sixth question. The word honey. Honey used for the child implies dash. Honey is the meaning of honey is kindness, love, then love and affection or sweetness. So what is the meaning of honey? Why is it used here? What does it indicate? It indicates kindness, it indicates love or love and affection, or the last one is sweetness. It indicates love and affection, both love and affection of the mother towards her daughter. Next is, who is the fictional character in the poem from the formalin jar? Yes, very good, Assis, for writing such a long sentence. Next question is, who is the fictional character in the poem from the formalin jar? Yes, Vicky is the fictional character. So options are Vicky's friends, Vicky's father, Vicky's mother, and Vicky. So Vicky is the correct answer. Next, why has Vicky's brain been kept inside the formalin jar? So Vicky's brain was kept inside the formalin jar. My question is why? To make others aware, only to promote knowledge, or as a sample, or as an example. What is the objective of keeping the Vicky's brain? Yes, B. Only to promote knowledge. Yes, who has written? It's Ansuman. Very good, Ritanjali and Rachita. Fine, clap for yourself. Don't sit idle. Everyone has to write. Listen and then write. Listen and then write. Now, I was a part of living human. So next question is, I was a part of living human. Who does I refer to? I means Vicky's brain, Vicky's heart, Vicky's lungs, Vicky's kidney. I was a part of living human. Here I refers to Vicky's brain, Vicky's heart, Vicky's lungs, or Vicky's kidneys. Yes, it is Vicky's brain. So all of you written correctly. Fine. Then next question, the last question from your poem section. Did Vicky have his helmet on his head on the date of accident? On the day of accident, did Vicky have his helmet on his head? So options are yes, not sure, yes, of course, or no. No, very good, Assis. So Vicky did not have his helmet on his head, because of which that accident occurred. So here your poem 10 questions complete. Next comes to your prose. So what was Gandhi's later views on gymnastics? So what was Gandhi's later views, not the first? So gymnastics should be included in curriculum. Gymnastic is very important for students. Physical training should have had as much place in the curriculum as mental training. Gymnastics should be made compulsory for the boys of upper standard. So what was Gandhiji's opinion about gymnastics in latter age? Gymnastics should be included in curriculum. Number 2, gymnastic is very important for students. Number 3, physical training should have as much place in the curriculum as mental training. And last one is gymnastics should be made compulsory for the boys of upper standard. It is C is the correct answer, that physical training should have as much as place in the curriculum as in mental training. Next is, the people of Assam are blessed with dash. The people of Assam Okay, listen carefully. The people of Assam, blessed with different religions, lost greenery, the river Brahmaputra, or lost greenery and river Brahmaputra. So, which one is correct answer? Tell me. The people of Assam are blessed with. So, what is special in Assam? It was different religions, or lost greenery, or the river Brahmaputra, or both. Lost greenery and river Brahmaputra. Very good. So D is correct answer. Yes, Sudhanshu, Ashish, Gitanjali. Very good. D is the correct answer. In which Bihu festival do people light lamps and pray to God for the harvest? In which Bihu festival? Bohag Bihu, Katti Bihu, Bhogali Bihu, Rongali Bihu. So the people of Assam, they celebrate three Bihu festivals. Number one is Rongali, then Kongali, then Bhogali. So that indicates the harvest. Okay, so the middle one, that is Kongali, its other name is written, that is Katti Bihu. So during Katti Bihu, people light lamps and pray to God for good harvest. Okay. Next is what makes Arunachal Pradesh so beautiful? What is the thing that makes Arunachal Pradesh so beautiful? Mountains and forests, green paddy fields and pine-clad mountains. Yes, very good. So, your next question is what makes Arunachal Pradesh so beautiful? Number one, mountains. Number two, forests. Then third one, mountains and forests. And the last one is green paddy fields and pine-clad mountain. Okay, so long D. Okay, D is the correct answer. Very good. Clap for yourself. Next is the Wangala is known as 100 Drum Festival because, so what is the reason because of which Wangala is known as the 100 Drum Festival? The Garos worship 100 drums. 100 drums are beaten together. 100 drum is a place. 100 drum is their god. So what is the truth about 100 drums festivals? Yes, C. So what is C? C, 100 drums is a place. No. Yes, Gitanjali, Ritanjali, very good. So it is B is the correct answer, that 100 drums are beaten together. So a particular time 100 drums are beaten. That's why this festival is known as the 100 drum festival. The dances during Karachi Puja represent dash. The dances during Karachi Puja: social tradition, economic condition, their food habit, hunting, food gathering. What does the dances during Karachi Puja represent? Yes, very good. Sudhanshu, Ashish, all of you, and Madhusmita. Fine, clap for yourself and count how many questions you have answered correctly. So here the dances during Karachi Puja represent hunting and food gathering. Yes, Gitanjali, fine. Next question is from your prose. Yes. The field of ripe corn was dotted with the flowers. Here, what is the meaning of dotted with? Dotted with, marked as though with dots scattered over its surface, having several things on something or all of the above. So, what is the meaning of dotted with? So, you will find this answer of this question from which chapter? A Letter to God. Yes, very good, Ritanjali. So, it is dotted with means scattered over its surface. And next is bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of dash. Bad handwriting. Yes, Rajkumar, Ritanjali, Ashok, Sudhanshu, very good. All of you take active participation in these classes so that you will remember it. Okay, Binapani, very good. So bad handwriting should be treated as a sign of, yes, very good. Clap for yourself, Ritanjali. It's perfect education, imperfect education, incomplete education, or a bad student. So, bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of imperfect education. So, with this, your 10 questions from your prose is also over. Then, okay, next is the postmaster sent a sum of 70 pesos to Lencho for dash. Okay. Okay, I have made one video of class 9. You can watch that and do the answers. The postmaster sent a sum of 70 pesos for buying food grain for his family, not shaking Lencho's faith in God, rebuilding his house and farm, sowing his field again, and feed his children. So, question is, the postmaster sent a sum of 70 pesos to Lencho. Why? What is the reason? Last sowing his field again and feed his children. Gandhi thanked Dash more than his merit. Gandhi thanked Dash more than his merit. His teachers, his father, his good luck, or God. So Gandhi thanked Dash more than his merit, his teachers, his father, his good luck, his or God. Yes, his good luck. Gandhi always thought that his luck helped him a lot to just secure or get any scholarships during his studies. So your prose poem is complete. Next comes your non-detail. So I am talking to Timothy. Who told this statement? I am talking to Timothy. Who said this? So this is from which chapter? A tiger in the house. So who said this? Zookeeper, grandfather, author, or zoo supervisor. Very good. Yes, very good. So grandfather said this, that I am talking to Timothy. Next is, grandfather decided Timothy to transfer to the Jew, looking at his dash. So what is the reason because of which grandfather decided to transfer Timothy to the Jew? Number one, wild nature. Looking at his wild nature, rude behavior, or villainous intent, or all of the above. So what is the reason because of which, or looking at which, grandfather decided to shift or to transfer Timothy to the Jew? Number one is wild nature, his rude behavior, or villainous intent, or last one is all of the above. So I think it is all of the above. All of the above. All these things are applicable. Yes, Madhusmita, very good. Next is, the strength of the beggar had been undermined by dash. The strength of the beggar had been undermined by whiskey, vodka, foreign liquor, or rum. Yes, vodka. It is also one of the important questions you may get in your exam. So the strength of the beggar was undermined by vodka. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect. Who said this? This is the expression by whom? Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect. Sergei Luskov, Olga Sergei's wife. Yes, very good. It's Sergei said to Luskov at the theater when they met after 2 years. Okay, next is, who used to drive an ekka to the town? Who used to drive an ekka? E-K-K-A. Ekka to the town. It was Algu, Jumman, Samju Sahu, or the village chief. So it is very easy. That's why you can answer it. So it is Samju Sahu. Jhoo. Sahu. So it is Samju Sahu who used to drive an ekka. Yes, very good for answering all these questions. Don't sit idle because your exam is quite near. If you will always, every day, if you will attend these classes, then your English is, you can answer it correctly. Okay, next is, both husband and wife refuse to pay price for such dash, for such a weak bullock, for such a dying bullock, for a lazy bullock, or for an angry bullock. So both husband and wife, both husband and wife. So who is here? Samju Sahu and his wife. Both husband and wife refused to pay or the price for such uh, weak bullock, dying bullock, lazy bullock, or angry bullock. So it is dying bullock. Dying bullock. You just go to the chapter, the village judge, last part. You will find that they said, Samju Sahu and his wife, they said that the bullock was a dying bullock. Okay. Next is God himself speaks through the dash. God himself speaks through the dash, through the judge, through the people, through the paunch or hat of a man. So God himself speaks. God himself speaks through the punch. Okay, so it is a line said by aunt. Next is, okay, few questions left from your story. I became one of the tiger's favorite. Who said this? Tell me. I became one of the favorites. Favorites of the tiger, said by whom? Writer's grandfather, writer's friend, or writer's wife, or the writer himself. Yes, Anshuman, very good. And Assis and Ritanjali, very fine. You have answered all the questions correctly, but count how many questions you have answered. At the end, I am going to ask you how much mark you have secured. So, what was Timothy's favorite place? I said, what was? Okay. So, what was Timothy's favorite place? Kitchen, bedroom, drawing room, garden. So, three places explained here. So, Timothy slept in the cook's quarter, Mahmud's quarter, and the favorite place of Timothy, drawing room. And Timothy made itself comfortable on the long sofa. Okay. Next is Algu was selected as the main judge by whom? By Juman, by the aunt, by the villagers, or by the village headman. So Algu was selected as the main judge by whom? By Juman, by the aunt, or the villagers, or by the village head. So what will be the question answer here? Who can say? Not Juman, yes, Ritanjali, it is by the aunt. Aunt decided Algu Chaudhary as the chief judge. Next, your grammar person. So, a pair of shoes dash lying in the corner of the room. A pair of shoes, singular or plural? Are, where, have been, was. Are, where, have been, was. A pair of shoes. Is not given here. So a pair of shoes, yes, was is the correct answer. Next is, if you are worried about the problem, you should do something dash it. If you are worried about the problem, then you should do something dash it. Something for it, something about it, something against it, or something with it. For, about, against, with. Use appropriate preposition. If you are worried about the problem, you should do something about it. The success of a film depends on how it ends. So pick out the noun clause. The success of a film depends on how it ends. So pick out the noun clause. Noun clause. How it ends, the success of a film. A film depends on the success, it depends. Yes, very good, Ansuman. So it is how it ends. So all these subordinate clauses, they start with a WH word or that. Remember that. Okay. Next is dash improve output. We have to increase employees' wages. So use appropriate coordinator. In order to, since, whereas, unless. Dash improve output. We have to increase employees, yes, employees' wages. So when I start grammar, I know so many students, they just leave and leave. No, just remain here. If you do not know, then listen. Maybe you cannot answer this one, but you can listen and that will help you. Okay, so in order to improve output, we have to increase employees' wages. So you will continue to put on weight. You will continue to put on weight dash you start to eat less junk food. Unless, while, as long as, whereas. Unless, while, as long as, whereas. So answer is you will continue to put on weight unless you start to eat less junk food. Next is the peon has swept the floor. The peon has swept the floor. Yes, Madhusmita and Ashish. Yes, Ajay. Very good. So unless and in order to. Next question is the peon has swept the floor. It's passive. The floor is swept by the peon. The floor has been swept by the peon. The floor had been swept by the peon. The floor is being swept. So it is present perfect. So answer is the floor has been swept. The floor has been swept. Yes, B is the correct answer. The floor has been swept by the peon. Yes, very good, Anshuman. Next question is the North Indians eat bread. So bread is eaten by North Indians. Bread has been eaten by North Indians. Is bread eaten by North Indians? Bread was eaten by North Indians. So here the sentence is the North Indians eat bread. Just write its passive form. So bread. What do they eat? Bread. So bring bread, because it is object, bring it to the subject position. So bread is eaten, as it is in present simple. So bread is eaten. Yes, very good, Anshuman. So question answer A is the correct one. Rajesh said, I usually get up at 5. Rajesh said, I usually get up at 5. Right? It's indirect speech. Rajesh said that he usually gets up at 5. Rajesh said that he usually got up at 5. Rajesh said that I usually get up at 5. Rajesh said that he had usually got up. Okay, so let us start. Rajesh said that I becomes he. Rajesh said that he usually gets up. As it is a habitual action here, the verb, the tense will not change. So Rajesh said that he usually gets up at 5. Next is mother said to the child, keep off the fire. Mother said to the child, keep off the fire. Right? It's indirect speech. So here mother is warning the child. So mother said to the child to keep off the fire. Mother forbade the child to keep off the fire. Mother forbade the child not to keep off the fire. Or mother warned the child to keep off the fire. So last one is correct. Mother warned the child to keep off the fire. Lencho's house was solitary one at the foot of the hill, on the hillside, on the top of the hill, or in a small hillside village. It is easy. You can answer. So Lencho's house was solitary one dash at the foot of a hill, on the hillside, or on the top of a hill, or last one in a small hillside. So C is the correct answer, on the top of a hill. Very good, Ritanjali. Next, I often go to Mumbai. Mumbai is the commercial capital of India. I often go to Mumbai. Mumbai is the commercial capital of India. So pick out which two are common. So here Mumbai is common. So take Mumbai means the second sentence to near Mumbai. So I often go to Mumbai, comma. So use which for this place. So I often go to Mumbai, comma, which is the commercial capital of India. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So if the road had not been slippery, then Vicky dash his life. Vicky would have lost, would not have lost, would lose, had not lost. I often go to Mumbai. Very good, Anshuman. Comma, which is the commercial capital of India. So clap for yourself. You can type it and you know the answer. Such type of question will surely come in your exam. So if the road had not been slippery, then Vicky dash his life. Vicky would not have lost his life. Then camel is the only means dash transportation in deserts. Camel is the only means dash transportation in deserts. Of, to, for, on. Means of transportation, means to transportation, means for transportation, means on transportation. So means of transportation. Very good. It's also easy and important. Winter begins and trees start to shed their leaves. So begins means set up, set to, set in, or set off. Begins means set up, set to, set in, set off. Yes, very good, Ansuman. So I hope you will secure out 50 out of 50. The motto of this class is to make you ready to secure 50 out of 50. The passive form of Nita might break the chair. Passive form. Nita might break the chair. The chair may be broken by Nita. The chair might be broken by Nita. The chair might be breaking by Nita. The chair might have broken by Nita. So the chair might be broken. Yes, Anshuman, B is the correct answer. The chair might be broken. Yes, Madhusmita, those who do not know, quickly write down B is the correct answer. That the chair might be broken by Nita. The chair might be broken by Nita. Pay careful attention to dash I am going to say. Pay careful attention to dash I am going to say. That I am going to say, what I am going to say, how I am going to say, which I am going to say. Very good, Madhusmita. So pay careful attention to that I am going to say, what I am going to say, how I am going to say, or which I am going to say. Yes, very good. So what I am going to say. By the time the police arrived at the bank, the robbers dashed with thousands of dollars in cash, escaped, had escaped, will have escaped, or escape. When two incidents happen one after another, for first event use past perfect, for second use past simple. So by the time the police arrived last, so past simple. The thief escaped fast, so had escaped. Yes, very good. Then the Persian teacher was not strict. Here, not strict. Give a single word. Disciplinarian, lenient, considerate, hard taskmaster. So the Persian teacher was not strict. Very good. So you have written the spelling correctly. Lenient, 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 lenient. Rich harvest is the result of hard labor. Here hard is written Herd. Just give the correct homophone of hard. Rich harvest is the result of hard labor. Herd. Correct it. Yes, very good. So here the homophone for hard is Hard, not Herd. The last but not the least, safety rules prescribe precautions dash fire. Precautions to fire, with fire, off fire, against fire. Yes, Madhusmita, Ansuman, and all of you, very good. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to join tomorrow. We will have another 50 marks MCQ class sharp. Okay, 4:30. So safety rules prescribe precautions against fire. Okay, so with this, all our questions complete. So creativity is seeing the same thing but thinking differently. Very good, Ansuman. I want you to secure 50 out of 50. Madhusmita, quickly write down how much mark you have secured. So today's thought is creativity is seeing the same thing but thinking differently. Means everyone sees the same thing, but the genius people, the intelligent people, the brilliant people, they just think it differently. So creativity is seeing the same thing but thinking it in a different way. So with this hope that these classes will be helpful. Yes, Ashish, very good. Be true to yourself and try to improve every day. Day by day, you will improve. We are having so many classes till your exam. I hope you will be with me and I will be with you and we will get success together. With this hope, let us wind up this class here. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day ahead.